Let's warm up our bodies, all right? Let's get the core working. We're gonna do power holds. So you got a six-pack? Skinny six-pack, or is it a brolic one?
A brolic one.
A brolic one? Gio, you got a...
What pack?
And then you're just gonna hold it. And if you wanna make it harder, you step back. Right there, and I feel it turned on, because my body wants to do this. But I'm like, nope. I'm holding it, I'm gonna turn around and do the same thing. After our last workout session, I asked the class this one question. By the way, if you're interested in training with me, first link in the bio. Let's get it. When does the game of baseball speed up for you? One of my students gave a really good answer. He said, it feels fast when he's playing, but it is slower when he's watching. That rung a bell. Why does the game speed up on you when you play? Now, I can relate to that. The game sped up on me, and it speeds up more and more the higher you go in competition level. So baseball players are a rare breed. We work extremely hard and often. Sometimes so often that is actually detrimental to our progress. I used to hit until my hamate bones. I only know it's a hamate bone because I used to always hurt this hand from swinging so much. This is just bringing flashbacks while I speak about it. A group of 4 or 5 of us was split up a 1-hour cage, $65. So we had to make the most of it, right? At this point, the timer has started. We got 1 hour to swing as many times as we can. And that was our mindset behind it. We needed to get as much reps in as we can, when in reality, it's about the details. Especially the higher you go in level, because now you understand how to swing. Now it's time to really understand and unlock untapped potential about how to hit. So that was a huge mistake I made growing up, was that I was not holding my reps accountable. And even today, I still get those moments where I feel like I'm rushing through things. But when I do find those moments, I take a step back, take a deep breath, and say one word to myself: purpose. Now, whatever action I am doing at that particular moment, I'm doing it with purpose. Whether it's speaking to the camera, whether it is a bicep curl or a swing. Either way, I'm holding my reps accountable. I'm gonna get quality in today and quality in tomorrow. Let's get it. Takes help you with one thing.
Patience.
It helps you with patience.
Being ready.
Yeah, it's like a word that I'm waiting for. It starts with a C and ends with a roll. Control. It helps you focus on what you can't control. Oftentimes when we miss hit balls, it's because we're looking at something over there that we shouldn't be looking at. Whether it's the pitcher doing some weird shit, but it's just you and the ball, and all you're gonna do is get into your quarter. Right there. So this is good for you. So if you feel this, you'll know.
Where's Da Vinci?
I'm on strong, I gotta give it a go, yeah. I gotta grind, working for money in the door, yeah. Stop wasting time, you wasting your time for real. I'm buying no cap for real, remember we came from the dark for real. Yeah, 2, patek, they drown in the pool. Okay, I might need a boost. Okay, just give me the loot. 3 or 5, that's my city, the zoo. I'm gonna find someone, call Uncle Luke. Oh, no, I gotta watch how you move. Oh, my dogs, they gon' pull up the screw.
The bat literally went this way, so where's your energy going? Boom. Now you have no choice but to hit this part here instead of here, because that's your problem here, and then sometimes it makes it worse by doing that. So if you can get into this spot where your hands get out more, so then you can stay on this path, you're solid, instead of your path going this way. That's why your balls spin a lot, even if you hit it hard. They don't go as far as they should. Your balls don't do this, they do this. And you still hit them. Remember last time you were hitting them pretty close. What if you get just a little bit of flight on it? How can we do that? What spot do you have to get in? Let me see that. What path? That's better. Keep it there. Keep it there. Hey, come on. Come on. What's the difference? First link in the bio. So now, I was reading this book, right? And yes, I do read. It's called Many Habits by Stephen Geis. And this book explains the importance of many habits. Now, many habits is basically taking some time out of your day where you're doing something, no matter how you feel about it, whether you want to do it or not. It could be reading for 10 minutes. It could be 10 minutes of quarter swing. It could be just planning your next workout. But whatever it is, have time dedicated to doing what it is that you need to do. That way, you get it done daily. This book stresses the importance of willpower and then just using motivation as a bonus. So if you start relying on motivation, then you're only practicing once, maybe twice a week for however many hours that you do it those days. Not only does this mini habit concept train your willpower, but it also trains your confidence, because once you get through these savage days, I call them, where you don't want to do anything but you still do it, you're gaining confidence because, wow, I'm doing this on my worst day. What happens when I'm motivated? Now, I only bring this point up because I've been in the coaching business a few years now, and I've seen young athletes make the mistake of practicing for 1-2 hours, 1 day per week. And oftentimes it's just a regular one-on-one private lesson. And even worse, it could be a team practice. So now the attention is divided amongst other kids. So what I'm saying is continue your private lessons, continue your team practices, but that's an opportunity to take that information that you learned in that lesson and apply it throughout the week. So next time you meet up with your coach or your team, you have improved in that area that you worked on. So do your homework. Do it more than once a week. Do it every day, even if it's for 5 minutes. And then whatever you do after those 5 minutes is just a bonus. But it's every day, and I promise you, you're gonna do more than just 5 minutes. And now you're improving at a much faster pace, right? A doctor does not study 1 hour a week to become a doctor. It takes a lot more work. Us is physically, because we're athletes and we physically gotta get out there in this cold, whatever it is we gotta do, but that's what makes us such a rare breed, like I mentioned earlier in this video. Even if you have to do less time today so you can come back tomorrow, then do that. Don't burn out today so that you don't do anything for the next 4 days because you're recovering. So those private lessons and group training should be teaching you what you could be doing on your own.
What's next for me, Joe? I'm gonna get that second belt. Is it? They should have had them 2 belts ready. Big one for me.
Yeah. Head up in the clouds, dog, they saying I look stressed. I've been feeling down, pray to God that I'm up next. Remember when she blew me off, that's why I can't text. Now she call me petty, but I swear I can't forget. This ain't a test. Now they saying that I ball like Jerry West. Coming back for what is mine, I can't take no less. I said go and take a shot, so I need your best. And stop the threats, so nobody's into me. I don't got time, I'm not giving the energy. Too many people around me, I'm finicky. I do not mess with you, dog, you're not kidding me. You don't got way too close. I've been up at the top now, so they all wait for the landslide.
Y'all can miss me with that hot stuff. This is what I need, barbecue. Okay, I'll give this an 8.5 out of 10. All that's missing is some bacon. I don't know why I didn't add bacon to it, but I gave it an 8.5 out of 10 because of that. Only because I had the same exact burger last week and it had bacon on it and it was amazing. So last week I put too much adobo, but we're only getting better from here. Every burger is gonna be better than the last. Grizzly, what you want, girl? You literally just ate. Thank you. She's a good girl though. Yo, for real, there's nothing more exciting than a really good dinner after a long day. Maybe except for one thing. Volatility. And as a video creator, I see a lot of volatility when it comes to this thing called analytics. Within the YouTube analytics, there are many numbers and graphs. Usually the graphs look a little bit something like a roller coaster. I don't think any YouTube creator likes to watch view numbers drop, but inevitably that's a part of the game. Some videos are more interesting to the crowd than others. At this point, the only thing within our control is to make the necessary adjustments and also continue creating content and improving with each video. With the effort and the action, you will start to see your baseline increase. So if my hand wasn't a good example enough, think of this as an example. Now let's say today you throw 75 miles per hour and you want to improve that. So you get on a throwing program, you track your progress, and you watch the volatility within that 75 mile per hour range. Some personal records and some bad days that you wish you forgot about. If you continue long enough with the action and the progress tracking, you 6 months from now are going to be reading your new roller coaster graph and seeing the ups and downs at a much higher number than the original 75. That is what baseline tracking is. Baseline tracking allows for awareness of where you are and where you're headed. It also allows for patience because things take time to build. Rome wasn't built in one day. And you're also strengthening your discipline, which will inevitably increase your confidence. And we all know confidence is a huge factor in the game of baseball and in the game of life. Thank y'all for watching. hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm, hit that subscribe button and that bell to be notified every time we drop a banger, all dedicated to help you become a better athlete on the diamond. Until then, watch these videos. I'll catch y'all at the next one. You already know what time it is. Time is now.